Hey people in YouTube land, Zach Hall back here with another Bible review for you guys. And today we're going to be looking at the TBS Classic Reference Bible bound in a calfskin leather. This is the box it comes in. It comes in a nice blue clamshell box. And then these are some of the features on the back as well. So again, if you want to pause that and look at it, you can. This comes in an 8-point font. That is essentially what Cambridge produces. It's called the Concord. If you're familiar with that Bible, the Concord Reference Bible. This would be the personal size Concord Reference Bible that TBS produces. Cambridge puts it out for them. And this is the Bible here. And so I'll show you that it is the same as the Cambridge text. I have a Concord to compare it to. But looking on the outside real quick, this is a calfskin Bible. It is not a Mariva calfskin, but they do have it as a calfskin. It does feel closer to a French Morocco type leather. It is actually very nice. It's stiff, but it does have a nice grain to it, as you see when I pull that back. Very nice pebble grain, and it is in a way soft. It's got its own softness to it, but because of the cardstock, it has a very stiff feel to it when you first get out of the box. So I'll show you the Mariva calfskin on the compact Westminster if you haven't seen that video yet, just to give you a comparison between the two calfskins. So you can see this one has more of a pebbly grain. It's definitely more hard, strong, stiff, but it definitely has a unique feel. I really like the feel of this Bible. The Mariva calfskin is very smooth. It's very soft to the touch. It's a little bit more flexible than this one. Has a nice grain as well. So I wanted to show you guys the difference between that. The different calfskins. Now, this Bible is thin. It is an inch thick, so it is a very thin Bible. The Westminster Compact is 1.25 inches, so it's actually quite a bit thicker than this one. And they are actually about the same size. The TBS Classic Reference is just a little bit taller, but they are the same width. And then it's about, the TBS Classic Reference is about 1/4 inch bigger on the end there. Now opening this one as well, it has a paste-off vinyl liner. It's a very thick liner as well. You have a presentation page, and then you get into your title page. And you'll see here that Cambridge, you have the Cambridge seal, and it's produced by Cambridge for the Trinitarian Bible Society. And this is an 8-point font. I think it's set in the Times Roman 421 font they use for the Concord. And this one, unlike the compact Westminster, has the translators to the reader and the epistle dedicatory. So you do get both documents in this small Bible, which is really fantastic. And after the translators to the reader, you get an index. It does not include the chapters of each book of the Bible, which I wish it did. But you get right into Genesis then, and you have this nice, bold, 8-point font that is very readable. I will try to compare this as well, real quick, to the Westminster's compact Westminster font. So the compact Westminster is a 7.2, and this one is an 8. Bolded, but I think you can see when you compare the two, the personal size Concord or the Classic Reference here definitely is bigger and bolder, so it can be a little bit easier to read on the eyes. Having said that, it is a very dark font, and it is an older type set, so some of you might have an easier time reading the digital font in the Westminster. But as far as official point sizes go, the Classic Reference is, I would say, it feels like about a point size bigger. So for me, it's a little bit easier on the eye when I am reading for long periods of time. But then you can see the differences here in the reference style. The Westminster has it in the outer columns. The Classic Reference Bible here is going to have it in the middle column. And it is not going to have keys or little numbers in the text. It is actually a bold figure reference, which means you come to the middle here and you actually find the verse number on the right column will be right justified, so you can know that the verses are on this side. If you're looking for a reference on the left side, they're left justified, and you can find the verse number there, and then you can find that reference very quickly. So that way it frees up the text from any little keys or tags to make it as readable as possible. So then obviously what this Bible is a remake of is the personal size Concord. Here is the regular size Concord from Cambridge. And we could go to the exact same spot, which I'll do here. So got Zechariah 2 and 3. We'll pull that up here in the Concord, and I'll show you that it's the exact same layout. So you can cross-use these Bibles. I've used the classic reference with my wide margin Concord from Cambridge, and they have the exact same layout. So you can see here, chapter 3, bottom right-hand corner, chapter 3, bottom right-hand corner. References are all in the same place, same page number, 933, 933. So it's cool that you can cross publishers like that, and it's the same Bible. Show you a comparison to the size of the regular Concord. So you can see this personal size one is definitely less wide, less tall. And the thickness is about the same. The Cambridge Concord is actually a little bit thicker. And that's due to the fact it has the Bible dictionary and concordance in the back. Then I wanted to compare this to another TBS edition that was put out. This is the Windsor text in a blue vinyl. This is supposed to be a 9.6 font. That's what Trinitarian Bible Society says on their website. It's the same font size as the regular size Westminster. So let you guys compare that. So the Windsor font's definitely beautiful. Beautiful layout. But you can see it's more digitized, it's more modern, it's not as dark, it's not as bold. But the spacing on this is a lot better than in the Concord. Although spacing here is not bad either. For an older edition, spacing is really, really nice. Then one more for size comparison. One of my favorite Bibles that Cambridge produces is the Cambridge large print. So you can see there, it's about the same size as the Concord, although it is, as a regular Concord, it's obviously a lot bigger than the personal size, but then it's a lot thicker as well, and that's due to this awesome large print. But obviously that's not even a comparison. So this is another Bible that TBS makes for travel, for someone on the go, just like the compact Westminster. This is going to be a Bible that, someone with a busy schedule is going to want to take, or if you want to just have a pure reference Bible, like if you're studying, maybe you do most of your work on an iPad or at the computer, this could be a great one to have on the shelf right next to you to just pull out and to have to reference any verses that you might be reading, or, to just have if you think of something sparks in your mind, you could pull this down easily and access it and look up something. Now, I believe the Concord here is not self-pronouncing. Let's look at this. Oh, no, this one is. Okay. So you still have the pronunciation in the back of this, I still think, from TBS, but you do have it in the text as well for lesser known names. So names that are more familiar, you're not going to have it on, like David, but the ones that are more complicated, you will. It is, of course, a black letter edition, as that's all the Trinitarian Bible Society produces. And you can see this one lays a little bit more flat than the TBS compact Westminster. So you could really break this one in. I think you could probably get it close to laying flat completely across, but you'd have to really work it in. That'd probably have to be your only main Bible if you wanted to do that. So we'll get to the back here, show some of the back matter, what you're going to get in all the TBS Bibles. So here's a Bible word list. So this is updated language, things that have changed in the King James. So it gives you a modern equivalent. So it's a very helpful list to have on hand. And then you're going to have abbreviations of the books of the Bible. You have a daily reading plan. Again, it's the Robert Murray McCheyenne plan. So it takes you through the Bible in 2 years. You have 2 readings, one in the morning, one in the evening, or really whenever you wanted to. So if you doubled up the readings, you could read through your entire Bible in a year. And it is divided up into a first year and a second year. And it does not have the the proper noun pronunciation guide in the back, since the Concord is a self-pronouncing text. So that was something I just caught. Then you do have about 8 to 10, maybe more, 8 to 12 blank pages here in the back, again for note-taking, adding in prayers, favorite verses, whatever you would want to put back there. You do have the Cambridge maps and Gazetteer, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Let's see if I can flip to that real quick. And these are the old maps, actually. So if you're familiar with local church Bible publishers, those Cambridge maps, those are the ones that are used in this edition of the TBS. So these are the older ones. Although I will say the coloring is a million times better in the TBS ones than in any of the local church Bible publishers maps. These are actually readable. The colors are vibrant. It's easy on the eyes. And then you do have that Gazetteer here back here. So it's kind of like an index. You can just look things up. And you have a couple more cardstock pages, and then your thick vinyl liner page, and then back of the Bible. Here's a look at the spine. So you have Holy Bible, Classic Reference, and TBS, and then you do have tooled hubs on here, just like you do on the Westminster Compact as well. So again, great size Bible. This is a little bit bigger than the TBS Compact Westminster. So it's about 7¼ by 5. So just a touch bigger, but it is thinner, and it does have the darker font. So these two, if you're looking for a travel Bible from Trinitarian Bible Society, this would be your two go-tos, I think. I love the Ruby, but honestly, these are about, I mean, they're not much bigger than the Ruby, and to me, these are just a lot more readable. So I would say if you're looking for a compact, these are probably the two go-tos. They're just going to give you everything you need and more. I mean, these have full study features for small Bibles. So, you know, if you're looking for something that you can depend upon on the go, you've got to go take it everywhere. You're a busy person, or you just want a small Bible to take to church, these are going to be great options for you. So, again, if you have any questions on this one, please hit me up in the comments. I'd be happy to answer anything that you would have to ask. If there's something I didn't cover also, please mention that. I'll try to answer any questions you might have there as well. But I hope this was helpful for you guys. Take care and God bless.